We'll close down that camera. That's the DVD diary camera that goes from about 6 a.m. to about 8 p.m. daily. It's a DVD diary. Here's part of the refreshments. We will put those out for the animals. Compost. And here's a couple of loaves of bread from the food pantry. And I told them that I wouldn't be eating it, that I would be putting it in either in the soil or give it to animals. And now we'll sit down and talk to you about happiness. First of all, how many of these do you have? How many $10,000 bills do you have? 7? Do you have 7 of them? Whoopee, 7 of them. First of all, this is where the Chat with Glendora Museum is. Thank you, little camcorder. You can rest. Thanks. Before we start our talk on happiness, let's give some food to the animals. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. You're looking at the Glendora Franklin Museum for the preservation of the pro se, public access newspaper record. Franklin, my connubial joy for 48 years, was a reporter on the Springfield, Massachusetts Union newspaper and on the Buffalo Evening News newspaper. You are looking there at the 1980 Lincoln Continental Mark VI. That year, the luxury car was the Mark, the 4-door Mark, Continental Mark VI. It has 300,000 miles on it, and it runs beautifully. It runs beautifully. It just purrs as well as .com does. Down here we have a brook, and we have expended, I would say, 40 hours, 2 people, keeping this brook clean. Cardboard boxes have been blown into it, plastic has been blown into it, and as you can see, it needs a little picking up now. And we will do that. And you see why we have to preserve it. You see what God gave us? Those yellow flowers. So, I should get a tripod, I think. Yeah, let's go back to the 1993 Lincoln and get a tripod. Here you are, dear animals. There's a piece of litter we will pick up, and 2 more. We have bids out on painting the museum. We're going to paint it lavender. It has to be scraped, and then primed, and then painted. This is Amadeus' cat door. And I thought he would love it here. He's got 11 acres. But he left me. He left me. He had a brook. He had 11 acres. He had food galore. All the food any cat could want. But he left us. Had his cat door. See his cat door and his ramp. And he left us. When? February 22nd, Washington's birthday. Do you think he left because I left him? I wouldn't have left him. If he didn't want to come here, I would have taken him to the new happy house. If he didn't want to. This is Great Value white bread. Given to me by the food pantry in Ghent. It's either for the animals or it's for the soil. I believe in enriching the soil and turning back to the soil whatever you take out of it. Whoops, here's a tiny crumb left. Well, we've rented this property from Mr. Robert Cohen for 9 years. We first came here in 2003, Election Day. Well, a little before Election Day. There's a dirt road going up to a dead end. And Amadeus, I believe, took off that way. But I have never seen this, all the cars here. He's having an open house. I've never seen so many vehicles. The back end of the 1980 Lincoln Continental Mark VI. 300,000 miles. Doghouse to rescue a cat or a dog in the winter. The wind took all that off. I want to tell you something about happiness. Would you listen to me, please? The more selfless you are, the happier you are. The more selfish you are, the unhappier you are. New York number 10 stone. You want some of it to fill in your potholes? I'll give it to you. It was inadvisedly dropped here at the museum. It should have been taken care of. Now, do you agree? The more you do for others, the happier you are. The less you do, the more you do for yourself, the unhappier you are. Thank you, George Dixon and Walter Slater, for taking out the rolling door and putting in this door with a doorknob. Thank you, Gregory, for these stairs, for installing them. Thank you, Mr. Cohen, for throwing them away in our direction. Thank you, Kirk Dixon, for digging that big hole and putting the stairs into the hole to make them level. Thank you, Greg Washburn, for covering it with the number 10 New York stone, expensive stones. How many $10,000 bills do you have? Welcome to the Glendora Franklin Museum for the preservation of the pro se. That will be all of the court papers standing up for public access. Public access museum. Shall we go back and get the tripod? Yes, let's do that. How many boxes are in here? Well, I believe there's 145 columns, make it 150. And there's 8 drawers or 8 boxes per column. So what would that be? That'd be 8 times 150, that'd be a 400, wouldn't it? 8 times 150. 2 150s would make 300. No. Well, maybe it's 7. 7 0 is 0, 7 5 is 35. It's 1,000 boxes. This is Amadeus' cat door. Everything a rich cat needs. So, why did the inventor cross a microwave oven with a TV set? So he could watch 60 Minutes in a quarter of an hour. Well, we'll try videotaping some of the happiness chat in the museum. The light may not be good enough. You know, back in the days when TV first started, one small TV station where I had my show, Glendora and a Picture Party, they had a cathode ray tube. Yeah, they had one camera, that's all they could afford, and a cathode ray tube. We're after the tripod. Buddha said it was okay to be rich, as long as you had a pure heart. And use your money to help others. Jesus Christ meant really the same thing when he said, it's easier for a camel to get into the heaven than it is to go through an eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. Oh, there's a piece you need. You need a tripod clamp. Jesus Christ said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and your strength. And love your neighbor as yourself. Do you have any success doing that? Glendora and Bob Hope. The SS Glendora. In here is a tripod clamp. Jesus Christ said, what does it profit a person to gain the world and lose his soul? Oh, I'd rather have my soul than anything. Oh yeah, I'd rather have my soul than anything. We have to turn the camera upside down and affix the clamp. There he is. And then Christ said, what would a person pay to regain his soul? Yeah. How much would you pay to regain your soul? Your soul is worth everything. Well, let's see what else Buddha says. The average mystic, that's funny. I thought all mystics were superlative, no average. The average mystic of other faiths, though, taken out of himself at every experience of union with the divine. Have you reached it? Have you reached union with the divine? Are you with God all the time? Would you like to be? Well, so many times we've talked this over. Uh, Now it may be too dark in here, you may not like it. So we'll see how it goes. We've talked this over many, many times. Austin painted that wall. He made it look nice, didn't he? We've talked this over so many times. Count your blessings. Every hour. Count 15 blessings. And every quarter hour rejoice about something. I rejoice that we have Jesus Christ. I rejoice that we have the guidance. I rejoice that we have Buddha and the Buddhists who say, contemplation of the happiness of every living thing. Isn't that grand? Contemplation for the happiness of every living thing. I don't know if I can read this in here. The word nirvana, or nibbana, as it is in the Pali tongue of the time, meant before the Buddha gave it a special religious or mystical significance. It meant an extinction or a dying out as witnessed in a dying fire. What's a dying out he's talking about, folks? Yeah, self. How do you do that? How do you extinguish self? Well, I guess it isn't that hard, is it? Instead of doing things for yourself, you do things for others. I met a man that I thought was good and kind and likable, but he turned out to always put himself first. So the man isn't as likable anymore. I have somebody who calls me up on the phone and without even saying, hi, how are you, begins to talk about all of the problems that somebody has. All of the problems, and it's a litany. Sad. It's sad because a lifetime is passing away. The lifetime is going. Not any moment should go by without being a happy moment. There shouldn't be any moment that isn't happy. Not one precious moment should be allowed to die in selfishness and unhappiness. Dying out of self. Well, one thing we have decided, you and I, is that we will not allow evil into our lives. Will we? We won't think evil, we won't speak evil, we won't hear evil, we won't do evil, we won't see evil. We just won't let it allow us. We won't let it in. It's inadmissible. Not worthy to be admitted. Okay. What else do we have? It was used in the sermon to denote the extinction of the flames of lust, craving, anger, and the like in the life. Of you. You want to move down and change the background from white to red, white, and blue? We can do that. We'll take our chair, we'll take our tripod. Oh, Amadeus, I wish you hadn't left us. Oh, Amadeus, I wish you hadn't left us. Who's Amadeus? Great big furry cat. There. See if you like this background better. The foreground's not too good. It's myself. See if we can get everybody. Yeah, that's pretty good. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of the Spirit, washed in his blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. But shortly it came to mean the whole process of final liberation. Liberation from what? Selfishness. I went down cellar yesterday to do the laundry, and there was a bunch of clothes in the dryer, and they were blue jeans and shirts and dumb clothes, those awful looking clothes. But I think they were clean, but I don't think they were dry. So I took them out, and I did 3 loads of washing, 3 loads of dryer. And then when I finished, I took the clothes that I'd taken out, I put them in the dryer, and I put in 4 quarters to dry them for this unknown person. Heaven knows how long they've been there. So when that person came, his clothes would be all dry. That's fun. That gets rid of evil. So I'll read again. But shortly it came to mean the whole process of final liberation and emergence into illumination. What's the illumination? What's the enlightenment? What's the mystical reality? What is it? What is it to be illuminated? Or illumined, I guess you could say. What is it? It's a realization that self is no good. Happiness comes with helping others. And you don't let anything interfere with your happiness. No, you don't let anybody make you unhappy. Don't you dare let them make you unhappy. And you count 15 blessings every hour. And you rejoice every quarter hour. Let's walk around the estate and count some blessings. Want to? Who's going to hold this? Well, you will have to hold it, Glendora, and you'll have to hold the tripod. Okay. Don't let go of the $10,000 bills. Austin didn't report to work yesterday. because he had to do track. He couldn't do anything Saturday because they were having an invitation meet 2 hours out of town. Track. He can't do anything after school. He gets out of school at what, 2:30, 3:30? And he can't get out of school until 5:30 because of track. Every night. I loathe, hate, despise, abhor, detest track. And that made Austin laugh. So, what should I do? And this stuff all costs money, and here they are firing people because they don't have money in the high school. So what should I do? I should go to the school board, and I should say just what I just said to you. How much time is spent on track? And tell the school board to have them stop it. School is supposed to be reading, writing, and arithmetic. These people get out of school, they can't add, subtract, divide, and multiply. They have to have a calculator. They can't speak English. They don't say, he and I went so-and-so. They say, me and him did this. Yeah. Am I going to do it? Am I? You want to tune in next week and see if I did? Well, the answer is no, I'm not going to do it. I'm second rate. Track comes first. Push me aside, even only it's 3 hours notice. No. Let it be. But Austin is coming tonight. After track. And after getting fitted for his tuxedo for the senior prom. From 5:15 to 8:15. He's decided to go to Northeastern.
He wants, I guess, to spread some compound butter on these rolls. Now, let me ask you this serious question. Are you the young lady that has the private TV station?
What did you say?
Which part? I'm on tape. I don't want to
No,
lie.
I am, and thank you.
I said, are you the young lady that has
Yes, I am.
that TV program?
Yes, and
you know, I've caught that a couple times at night.
Have you?
It was back when you were fighting Big Cable, I think.
Oh, yeah,
I
right.
remember that. I'm like, I got to watch this.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What cable system do you have? What town is
Well,
it?
I don't even remember now. That was a few years ago, correct?
Yeah, I'm the one.
I'm the one.
Yeah. I'm the one who sued all the cable companies.
And won. And won, right?
Oh, we did.
Yes, and won.
Yeah, they took my show off the air. They had to put it back on again.
There you go. Excellent.
Sure.
You like a little mustard on it or no?
Yes, please. What was I going to tell you? Did I tell you why the inventor crossed the microwave with the...
Hot dogs, so to get them up in the morning?
Oh, thank you so much.
So to get the kids up in the morning?
No, that was the toaster.
That's the toaster.
This is a microwave.
Oh, I thought microwave and toaster, same thing.
Yeah, microwave and a TV set so he could watch 60 Minutes in a quarter of an hour. Thank you, folks.
You're welcome.
Take care.
And thanks for watching, even though it was years ago.
Are you on DirecTV?
No, they don't have it. They don't have...
Find you on there, huh?
No, they don't have public
Well,
access.
it's good to see you're still here with us.
Well, it's 10,328 shows later.
Yeah.
Bye, folks.
Take
care.
Enjoy yourself.
Good, honey. How are you?
I grabbed one. We go. And he goes, "Your car?" I said, "No, it's my buddy's." He said, "You got a driver's license?" I was like,
Yeah, we saw Frank 99.
Mr. Cohen has 1,000 stoves.
"Well, I have a driver's license."
Mr. Cohen has 1,000 stoves, and he goes to Florida every winter to get one.
Must be nice. 8-inch metal vessels. It's not Canandaigua Lake. It's I was on one of the shacks.
Did you see the torches?
Right.
There's one way over there. They run these only when they have company.
Right. They do.
Yeah, they rub these only when they have company.
Oh yeah.
Amanda's. So as I say, we've had the museum there. How many years? 9 years. Here's a barbecue over here that bakes bread. Would you like a bagel? Would you like some soda pop? This barbecue bakes bread, and here's the bread. Yeah.
Looks good.
Yes, it is.
The exhaust back here.
I greeted Mr. Cohen, the owner of all this, the multi-millionaire. Gave him a kiss on the cheek, and then he ran away. So let's continue our study of Buddha.
Chris got it taken care of then?
Yes, it does. He sent us an email of all the parts he's going to need. I was going to try and talk to Mikey.
Yes, pretty much it. So that'd be it.
What's that stuff on?
We do our live on my own.
Okay. The Blessed One, that would be Gautama. Gautama was his family name,
Now height down.
and he was the Blessed One until he became Buddha. The Blessed One made a distinction between nirvana and final nirvana. Well, as we said before, we're not interested in final nirvana. Nirvana here and now is good enough for us. Hi, sweetie.
How you doing?
Couldn't do better, thanks.
First temperature. Bring the stay right on.
Did you have digitals available for
We stay in the present. Stay in the present moment. And if you stay in the present, the past is going to be fine, and the future is going to be fine.
Where's the digital? Right here. Oh, so
It just replaces that hole. Screws out and you're ready. You gotta drill a hole on the side, throw it through.
Refuse the temptation of the senses.
Not the only time this works.
The great enlightenment is right now, this moment. It isn't something to look forward to. It isn't something to... Hi, Chuck. How you doing, honey?
Can I tempt you with some shrimp?
Oh, honey, no, thanks, but
No?
that's very nice of you.
Okay.
Would you like a bagel or a donut hole or anything?
Oh, thank you, but no thanks.
Okay. We stay in the
I
moment.
think
Do you realize the blessings in this very moment?
I'm sitting here thinking.
In this 60 seconds, do you realize the blessings that are going on?
but you can burn right.
God created people.
They got some flavors.
God created these stoves and barbecues.
I would every once in a while when I was getting low on big pellets, go down to the store, get some stove pellets, the last bag I got. Stuff like
Where did it use?
God created speech.
should be able to sell something in that bag for $12.
Looking for root beer?
That would be good because we'd be the only ones in the area. We're the only ones in there.
We'd be the only person in there.
God created colors.
Make sure that he's not worse than the others.
I'll say if he has
And all those galaxies in the Sky magazine.
I got some good him.
Coke, but I don't see it.
Oh, Coke, honey? That one. I think so, yeah.
But that tastes
You
good.
can actually
Find it?
No? You're right.
Yep. You see.
I thought what was behind it was what was in it.
Oh, I know it. Don't you think I should get a raise?
They do anything stuff. Big damn cake.
You want to be the best on visas this summer?
God created all those magnificent stars. And Sky magazine, it's the astronomer's magazine, comes out every month. And God created clusters of galaxies. Can you imagine? You know, we can't grasp that. God is so vast in time and space that we just cannot grasp that. We just can't grasp it. So to us, God is happiness, and that we can grasp. That we know what it is. We know all the time when we're doing something right, don't we?
I've never seen temperature really.
We know when we're bringing happiness, and we know when we're bringing unhappiness. We know when we're doing right, and when we're doing wrong.
I'll be around.
Thank you.
The Blessed One made a distinction between nirvana and final nirvana. Well, we covered that. He then knew
Good over there.
the radiancy and the bliss.
Good.
A lot of people, huh?
Yep.
He was granted insight into the oneness of all that is. He perceived the relationship of cause and effect. What's the relationship of cause and effect? Causes happiness, cause is selflessness, rather, and effect is happiness. Hello?
Yeah, Glendora, James.
Hello, James Dixon in Manhattan.
Your address. Is it 12251 State Route 56?
Oh, almost here. It's 2251.
Okay, look, eliminate the one. It's not a one.
Yep.
No, it's yeah, 2251. 2251. 2251.
Save me a couple ribs for my shot, will you?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna,
Route 56, right?
yes, you're gonna send me something to eat? You're gonna send me something to eat? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a food stamp.
Oh, okay. He says he'll give me a food stamp. Okay, James Dixon, you haven't heard from Manhattan Cable TV, have you?
Probably your dad.
No, I haven't heard anything from him.
And when I hear, I'll call you. I'll call you, honey, when I hear.
Yeah, okay, I haven't been here. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Talk to you later.
Okay, James. What happens when you cross? What happens when you cross an electric blanket with a toaster?
You pop out of bed in the morning.
Good man, James Dixon. Take care.
Go to the kid down to the 1-year-old kid.
Oh, okay, dear. All righty, take care.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yep, bye.
Gotta go.
Now there's a great thing that God did. Making a telephone that small. Not only a telephone, but I can see a chat with Glendora on it. Yeah. Has a calendar, has a calculator. It has audio recording on it. And you hold it in the palm of your hand. You could hold 3 of them in the palm of your hand. That's a great thing that God did. It's really easy to be happy thinking about God. These are beautiful phrases. Let's go back to them. We did the relationship of cause and effect. The cause is selflessness and the effect is happiness. He saw the way, Buddha saw the way and the truth. We know what the way and the truth is. Joy, peace, tranquility, goodness, kindness, selflessness. That's the truth. It's as simple as the truth is. That's what enlightened is, to realize that truth. But he then drew back from finality of absorption. Well, we won't even bother to get into that. Finality we're not interested in. The present we are. The party's breaking up. Sir, is it true that you bake bread on a barbecue?
Yes, it is.
Well, tell me about it.
Actually, there's a little bit right there. It's probably cold. It's been sitting out for a little while. But
And what does it look like before you put it in? Is that what you're doing now?
put some pineapple in it now.
You're putting pineapple in. This is pineapple, cut pineapple.
Yep.
And you're putting it in your barbecue.
Yep.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's just an oven.
Oh dear,
It's just an oven.
it's just an oven?
Think
That's
of it that way.
that's the way you look at it.
Whatever you can cook in the oven, I can cook
Yeah,
in here.
yeah, that's good. Let us get a picture of that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. Now, where's a picture of your bread before you put it in?
I don't have one.
Oh, you've used them all up?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Got them
sorry.
all done.
I'm sorry I'm late.
That's fine. That is fine.
Well, I
Close that
could
so we
give
can
you
keep
a,
it.
I could give you a $10,000 bill for that.
Now, what are you doing there?
Pineapple. No, just take pork line. Just
Okay. Glendora, you've been in television 60 years. You don't know enough not to walk in front of the camera? Discipline by meditation.
well, I probably will on this one.
He was great on meditation. Meditation and solitude.
Yeah, because I want to go home
He'd get up early in the morning and he would go to the stream and undergo purification.
I don't drink that.
And then he would go in solitude and meditate.
I mean, I'll have a couple of beers.
And then he would speak to his disciples, his students, and answer questions. And then he'd take his begging bowl and go get his food. He ate but one meal a day.
Maple syrup, a little bit of salt, a little bit of spice.
Hey, come on, Randy. I just set up 2 dealers in Buffalo. You get on the Rochester bandwagon.
I already talked to Mr. Cohen about this.
Oh, yeah? Well, your house is great, but how about the store?
5 steps of preparation
We would have to show this guy.
appears in a late Buddhist document. Now this is pretty good, folks. Listen to this. That may or may not be based on authentic
You
honesty,
can get the 300 tables.
but it has,
And then you'll have
nonetheless,
the literature and say you upgrade options from there.
Yeah, but you know what? We could bring that one.
Yeah.
a suggestive interest, and it begins. The first is the meditation upon love.
Yeah. Get Wayne to say, yeah, we'll,
Love. Love for everything created.
Walmart did the pre-made pizza crust.
Helpfulness,
There, a little sauce, a little cheese, a little pepperoni.
goodness, kindness, meditation on love. We could do that, couldn't we? We could go in solitude and we could meditate on love. What would you say about love?
Twists I normally do, and
Gosh, it comes around to the thing we've been saying all day. It's selflessness. Love of others and not love of self. First is a meditation upon love, in which your heart is enlarged until it longs for the well-being and the happiness of every living being. Hi, Mr. Cohen.
how you doing?
I can rent you a 10 by 12 storage room,
Why?
$200 a month, because you said you don't have enough room up here.
No, we got enough. No. I'm looking. Let it go. I tell you. It's got ribs on top of it. If you wanted one.
I just moved.
Hi,
The other house at my nest. As you see,
that was Mr. Cohen, the millionaire himself.
maybe there's an alternative way of doing things.
Well, we have the plumbing in our
So,
place.
I think that you can't beat that.
We have.
Do you agree, folks? You really can't beat that. The first is the meditation upon love, in which your heart is enlarged until it longs for the well-being and the happiness of every living being. Oh, I want that so much. I want all dogs to be happy, all rabbits to be happy, all kitty cats to be happy, all people to be happy. Oh, I want that so much. And I ask God, God, let's ask God right now. God, are you creating beings
Flip the switch.
that are
Start it. They got a little more.
totally happy? Are you creating beings, God?
A lot less birds.
It fell on the ground just a second. Are you creating beings, God, whose hearts are enlarged until they long for the well-being and the happiness of every living thing? With your billions of stars and your billions of planets, do you have beings on any of them where they are happy, everybody's happy? Do you, God? Is that something you're working on?
Got along. Some
What do you hear from AIC? He went to the same college I did, American International College in Springfield, Mass.
That's, unless they're what we call
Oh, jeez. No, I would definitely be sound asleep. Seltzer or Coca-Cola?
minimal parts.
Tabletop.
Yeah. Looks like a lot. Got one of the original 450s that came out with us 5 years ago.
Until your heart is enlarged and it longs for the well-being and the happiness of every being. And that includes, folks, the well-being and happiness of what? Your enemies. Oh.
The Empresses, did you figure that out?
Oh, well, we don't have enemies. No, we don't have anybody that we would call an enemy. We love them all.
Well, he has selective memory. That's all I'm saying.
The second meditation is upon compassion. That's something that my mother had, my father had, and they gave me, and I don't have to acquire it. It's not extrinsic, it's intrinsic.
But I'm just, you know what I'm saying.
I feel sorry for anybody who's unhappy, and I want to get to them, the solution. The extinction of unhappiness. That comes with the extinction of self. Now, what do you think the third meditation is upon? What were the first two? Love? Okay, what was number 2? Compassion. Now, what's number 3? Joy. Joy. Meditate on joy. And always be joyful. Isn't it fun? Always be joyful.
You know how long those take,
We have a good time all the time, don't we?
Let me ask Jack.
The next thing that's going to happen when you start telling people that.
Now, the fourth is upon purification. 1, love. 2, compassion. 3, joy. And 4, what? Purification. Well, how do you do that? You say, I've done wrong, I've done a lot wrong, I'm sorry that I did it, I never should have done it, it makes me shamed, it makes me feel bad all over, I'm sorry I did it, I forgive everybody, I ask everybody to forgive me, and I forgive myself. Be done with it. Okay? Get it off of your mind. Purification. And get rid of all bad habits. Indulgences and gluttony. And what's he say? The craving of what? Yeah, get rid of lust, craving, anger, and the like. Get rid of lust, craving, anger, and the like.
A lot of it's just getting used to this.
Now, what do you suppose the fifth one is?
About 250, I said about there.
Guess what the fifth one is? Serenity. Do you know anybody who has serenity? Do you know anybody who has serenity? Well, you and I are going to have serenity right now. Get out the second hand of the clock. This is a moment of serenity. This is a moment of happiness. This is a moment of joy. This is a moment of thankfulness. This is a moment recognizing the power of God, the beauty of God, the attainment of God, the variety of God, the vastness of God, vastness in time, millions of years, vastness in space, millions of light years. This is a moment of serenity. This is a moment of perfection. This is a moment of purity. This is a moment of compassion. This is a moment of joy. This is a moment of love. This is a moment of serenity. A moment of peace. A moment of power. A moment of creativity. Did we make it? Is that 60 seconds? So let's go over those again. 1, love. 2,
What's that?
no, I'm sorry. I'm talking to the camera. I beg your pardon. What were you looking for? Maybe I could find it for
I
you.
don't know. I was just checking to see what they got.
Well, they got root beer, and they got orange, and they got 7-Up, and they got Coke. And the Coke is over here in this one, huh? And the orange is here, and the root beer's in that one. What were they now? Moment of love. That was the first one. 2 is what? Compassion. 3 is what? Joy. 4 is what? Purity. 5 is what? Serenity. Fifth is the meditation upon serenity, and in this you rise above questions of riches or want, of conquest or slavery, of love or hate. You face your destiny. No, there is no destiny. Okay, there's no destiny. It's all ad-lib, the whole thing. Indifferent to self. Oh, that's for sure. Indifferent to self. Calm, tranquil, and in peace. Calm, tranquil, in peace. Thus, the initiate is prepared to enter into the limitless light of truth. That's just another name for oneness with God. Perfect submission, perfect delight, visions of rapture now burst on my sight. Angels descending, come from above. Echoes of mercy, whispers of love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
4 to 6 hours, 250, 270. Burgers and steaks, average. You might use it.
In this, folks, you rise above questions of riches or want, of conquest or slavery, of love or hate. You face your God, indifferent to self. Calm, tranquil, and in peace. The limitless light of truth. Happiness.
Most backyard guys, they're cooking on the weekend. Yeah, so 40 pounds back.
There's water out here, Rob. Water there?
Sure, your average consumer's gonna do.
Well, look at the people taking water instead of carbonated drinks.
You know, my example was, I'm not long here, I'll pellet skier coming down south.
And it's not even iced.
The guy does his
We should put some in the ice, shouldn't we?
golf plan.
Yeah, let's do that.
On the floor that goes back in the pellet.
Okay, that was page 83. Men Who Have Walked with God by Sheldon Cheney.
It's really not.
Published by Alfred Knopf in 1945.
They're more towards first words. Good.
I wish we were all Buddhists.
Send it.
I wish we all could make it. Well, we can.
So what are you doing today?
What am I doing?
I'm going to put some water into the ice so people can have water.
You're probably not a diet guy.
Kind of.
You're a full flavor guy.
Maybe I'll just,
Fire smells like.
Well, anyway, thanks a lot.
You bet.
I'll be back out.
What's tonic one?
Oh, good. Pull the sandwich down or something. Then I want to join them, but I need to tell them to do it right now. We'll announce you heavy there, probably about another 10 or 15 minutes.
This is it.
That's such a nice looking stall.
And I put it in this.
It's just crazy. And everybody's kind of standing around this.
So we'll never connect to those services. Right now, what we don't want is the dealer and then the
My wife told me not to go over any junk. That's what I'm saying. If I come home with another
so we don't want to be that negative either.
Hi, mailman. Good shot.
Let's drop off some mail.
How long it takes to record?
What number program is this?
What, we're about 3.5 hours?
10,340.
Season it, put it on there, let it go.
I think it's 10,340, and I think it's happiness tap 61, 2 or 3, 63. I should have brought some jokes with me. This is a funny joke. And it was told me by Elizabeth, the librarian at Relation. A little old man and a little old woman were brought into court because she stole a can of peaches. The judge said, how many peaches were in the can? And she said 6. Judge says, I'll give you 1 day, 6 days in jail, 1 day for each peach. And the little old man says, well, may I say something too?
Here you go.
And the judge said, make it short. And the little old man said, she also stole a can of peas.
Is that you right here?
Why did the bunny rabbit want to be changed into a goon within the next 24 hours? So he could be here today and goon tomorrow.
That's right.
Did I tell you about the man who had a talking dog? Had a talking dog. And he took the dog to a talent agent on Broadway to get some bookings. The man says, Rover, what is it that you have over your head that keeps the rain out? And Rover said, roof. And the talent agent wasn't interested in this. No, listen to this. This dog really talks. Rover, what's a tree have in the ground keeps it from falling over? And Rover said, root. By this time, the talent agent is pushing him toward the door. The man says, this dog really talks. Listen, Rover, who was the greatest baseball player of all time? And Rover said, Roof. At this point, the talent agent pushed him all out of the door, shut the door, locked it, and as the man and the dog were walking down the corridor, the dog looked up at the man and says, you should have said DiMaggio.
Or maybe he was running baby mama back and forth to, whatever.
And the man who said, my dog plays poker, and his friend says, well, I don't believe it. The man says, well, he does. The only trouble is when he gets a good hand, he wags the tail.
So what, Greg kicked you two out of the car on the way home and you just hooked it back?
Huh?
What, Greg kicked you out on the way home?
No,
Or he didn't make it out yet?
no, we're trying to figure out that third
Had to change
Oh, you're trying to find the right one. Gotcha.
People.
Find me afterwards. We'll walk
The
through
man who walked into the restaurant and said, is the chef in? The waitress says, no, he went out to eat.
Is there a see-through up there?
a see-through.
Fireplace. I'll tell you why.
There might be a warm magic.
I'm looking to do a window this morning.
Okay.
Let's see what else.
That's a good idea. Maybe one of those linear VCs would be nice for that too.
Very good. I'll catch up with you.
Definitely.
Computers are in the Bible. Eve said to Adam, do you want an apple pill? How are you? Oh, let's see what else.
Was you one that's passed down along?
The man who was arrested for not paying his bill in a donut shop. And what was he charged with? Impersonating a police officer. And why did Nellie Scott, the crossword puzzle addict, what did she say in her will? She wanted to be buried down, 6 down and 3 across. The funeral director who signed all of his letters, eventually yours. You got any jokes?
Well, Jack, it's been a good time. Yeah, appreciate it. Okay. We'll talking to you. We'll see you this summer, for sure. We got a fireplace in the back of that car. We're good to go. And we'll be calling in some orders.
The three ropes were walking down the street. They went into a restaurant to eat. Started to order, and the head waiter says, "Aren't you ropes? We don't serve ropes in here. You'll have to leave." And out on the street, one rope got very angry, and he tied himself into a knot, and he tousled both of his ends. And he went back into the restaurant, started to order. The head waiter says, "Aren't you a rope?" And he said, "I'm afraid not." The party's over. Let's call it a day.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen, Barbara Cohen, and Amanda Cohen, and James, and Tom. Perfect submission, all is at rest. I and my Savior are happy and blessed. Watching and waiting, looking above, filled with His goodness, lost in His love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
Yeah, I may have 970. How much you got here?
Look up.
Hey, listen. What's the quickest way to get back? Let me use the GPS. Tell me what number.
Thank you for all
Alright, so if I stick this road on X, right? Yeah. What do I do? Stay on it? We went through some.
You go to your website. It goes this way.
Which rubber are you using?
Actually, it was a combination of that one and
Route 82?
Yep, and it turns into the Taconic. 82 will take you to the Taconic.
That's the way we want to go.
No, I don't. That's one of the things I ran off.
It's the second, I believe it's the second traffic.
Come back.
So yeah, I have it right down here.
That's actually my line.
Stay on that, you'll see the Taconic. Yep, that's all.
We don't, right? That's one thing.
So good morning, Jack.
Yep. You got it.
Yep. Oh, fantastic work one. Check it out.
Everything's fine. We said we wouldn't come here from Wizard for Barnes.
That's good. No, he's south. He's
alive. He's not so faint. Singles. One's going out.
Drive safe, guys. You good? I've seen some.
Yeah, well, look at him
Thanks for coming, man.
All right.
It's a finger thing. Got biggest fingers to use, right?
How hard I would
Make sure I wasn't being inappropriate, that's all.
taking a nice smoke ring on using the gas grill.
Pardon? No, you won't get it on a gas grill. I like Skirting depends on how you're cooking. It's the other challenge with the egg and a lot of those things. You use charcoal on it to really get that more smoke flavor. You got to get the wood chunks in there. You know how many to use. Don't use too many, but you got to use enough. And get a place in there so they're burning. You're always getting some smoke out of it as that thing burns out. It's a practice thing. You guys get good at it, they can make it work great.
My son said it's going to rain up there already.
Found the good stuff, right?
Did you say rain? Yeah, it's going to rain.
In order your
Fairport.
yeah. Get a hold of 4 legs up BBQ and
I told Jared, mow the lawn.
no kid. That's one thing that see.
What, you do classes too?
We do classes too.
Not local. Thank you.
Along, just kind of give you guys an idea. You bet. Have a good day, guys.
Gee, I'm glad we get here early. Party's breaking up.
How you doing, honey?
Good, dear. What you got this time?
Pulled pork sandwich and meatballs.
No thanks, but
Okay.
I appreciate your asking.
No problem. You got it. I should make sure you got it. You're welcome.
See what different things you can do. No sausages, season.
Chicken dust.
Absolutely amazing. We're legs at bbq.com.
Water and
Yes, dear. Last one.
Send me an email.
Good for you.
Oh, that's an awful big bottle.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna just take a little can of pop of this.
Water's better.
I know it probably is.
Kelly.
Howdy. That's Tom. Tom.
Pineapple.
Well, you want to go back to the museum and see if we can start the 1980 Lincoln?
Hola!
Thank you again.
You bet. Did you get some of that pork loin?
No, thanks. How about your pineapple, though? I didn't want to taste that.
There's some pork loin if you want to taste it.
Where's your pineapple?
It's still cooking yet.
Oh, it's still cooking.
Yep.
Thanks again for all the good food.
You bitch.
Where you headed for home?
Kansas.
No, really?
Yep. Heading her back.
That's the right
Yep.
Nobody was supposed to see that one.
Tina wants me to get a seltzer with a
Bob.
pomegranate. I still have
Somebody here at the store. Pardon? Yep. Yeah. Yep. Part of the deal.
Diet.
Oh, we've been cooking for probably 40 years.
They're doing
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I hope.
Driving down.
You guys want some pork loin? Pork loin is off.
Trying to find Ray.
Did you ever finish that puzzle on the internet? Are you going to give up?
I'll be back.
Are you going to give up on it?
6-8.
Okay, let me go see if he's there. I'll be right back.
What did I do with my orange?
You could do it under the napkin one that did 300. Where do you use the card? Well, I use my debit card now. I've had an account with them for 25, 30 years.
The party's over. Let's call it a day.
You get the door open over there.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think there's anything that anybody would want, really.
Oh, okay.
Who wants 10,000 TV shows, huh?
They might want to see some free DVDs, free episodes.
Thanks for
Get a free
telling.
episodes in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks. Would you get a cup out of there? Thanks for telling me though about it.
I iron it for you.
Thanks, hon.
Get the free DVDs.
I think the party's over, don't you?
Yeah, the party just about over.
The party's over. Let's call it a day. A day. Sing me a song.
I can see.
Yeah, sing me a song. Sing. You know any jokes?
I know any jokes?
Yeah.
Let me carry that for you?
Yeah, well, it's taking a picture. Yeah, I keep taking pictures.
Oh, you taking pictures?
Yeah, I keep taking pictures.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks.
Bye, bye, bye.
Would you like this orange?
Nah.
Huh? You sure?
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, you're a good cameraman.
Cameraman.
How much you want an hour?
Oh.
You live in Hudson?
Yep.
Do you see the show? It's Saturday nights at 11 o'clock on
I don't-
Channel 11.
Wow, I don't know if the show was open, but I'll look for it and I'll keep an eye on for it.
You have to have cable.
I have cable.
Line of TV.
Yep, you on TV? Say hi, BBC worker. There you go.
That was Chuck.
And that is Chuck.
That was magic.
Chuck, the magic guy. And you got catering. There goes Jack.
He's a good cameraman.
And there goes Jack. Excuse me, sir. Hey, Jack. Excuse me. The next time you have a party at home, I can park the cars for you there too.
No problem.
Since I heard your parties is a woo. Your parties is a smash. I want to go to the next one. I'm taking pictures.
Something like that.
Bye, everybody. That's Jim.
That's Jim Berger. These are the catering people.
Yeah,
That's
these are-
catering the party.
Yeah. Bye, folks. That's quite a few wood pellets to have left over, isn't it?
Nah, I don't think these pellets were for. I think these are for the pellets are for in general.
These are what, honey?
These are for in general, like they ain't wasn't just for the open house.
Oh.
People come all day and get these pellets.
They do?
Yep. And leave them outside, so the only thing you gotta pay for is just come take them. But
Really?
I guess you gotta pay for them, but they leave them outside.
Janon.
It won't be hard.
What's your name, Janon?
Thank you. Yes.
J-A-N-O-N.
Yes, right.
Janon, what would you do if you had a $10,000?
Hey, what would I do if I had $10,000? Take care of my children.
Yeah?
You know, probably help some kids out that's, most
nice,
fortunate.
Janon. That's nice. What do they need, your children?
What do they need? Everything.
Yeah.
Like I wanted who just started school, so
Really?
she needs everything.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yes. Live on Candid Camera. Live on the show.
Well, let's put the camera right here. Aimed at the 1980 Lincoln.
That right there?
Yeah. And do you have a minute to help me take off the cover?
I sure do.
Okay.
Make sure you get that dead right. Let me get that like right there.
Thank you, Janon. There's two of them. Start here, honey. This car has 300,000 miles on it.
100,000 miles.
300,000.
Yes.
1980.
300,000 still running. We got the rag top on it. Gotta love that. Got the rag top on it.
Well, I hope Mr. Cohen realizes the crocodile. If he's the last one, we'll see. If the last one, then we'll. Did they realize the crocodile?
Probably, pretty sure. That's why you have another one. Where did you put the second?
We'll put this right down here. Excellent. You had a good mother, I can tell.
Yes, I did.
Tell me about it.
She's fighting cancer right now. But should be all right. Second time it came back.
Listen, I send her pulses of health and recovery
All right.
and normalcy.
And normalcy.
Where's the camera, honey?
Right here.
Oh, good. Would you move
Wanna
it
come
so
closer?
I can drive out?
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Get the car.
I'm gonna videotape you driving out. Beep, beep, beep. you might need a mechanic.
The carburetor gets dry,
Oh.
so we have to put it in here. You got a stick of wood? Hold it.
I'll hold it up for you.
Your buddy. Let's see. This stick of wood is good. Here. There he goes. I wonder if you have to take the breather off. Some people say you don't.
This right here?
Yeah, they say you don't have to take it off. Let's give it a try. See what he says.
Almost. Brother, drive it off the thing?
Yeah. Take the camera with you.
Alright. You gonna drive up this way, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take it in the car.
Oh, alright.
Thanks, I'll see you in a minute,
All right.
okay?
This stuff right here too.
Yep. for the glory of the sky, for the love which from our birth over and around us. Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. Why does the carburetor get so dry and all the gas leaves it? Because the car is 30 years old. 32, isn't it? 300,000 miles, 1980 Lincoln town car. What a big help he was. You notice that God always sends you somebody? Always. Always. It happens all day long. What a nice party. What time is it, TV camera? Folks, do you know that we have an SD card, 32 gig, and it will take 20 hours, 40 hours of video. Hours of video. Continuously? Yes! Whoops, I'm sorry, little camera. We should give you some Scotch tape. Two-sided Scotch tape. Oh, I know. Take your clamp off. Yeah, I'll take your clamp off. Then you can sit quietly. Don't lose that clamp. Whatever. How long have you had that clamp? Since 1987. Okay, we got him up to 40. That's enough. That's enough. On this road. He runs so smoothly. You know, he's addicted to STP. STP. You are riding in a 1980 Lincoln Town Car Continental Mark VI. This was the year that Ford put all three of them into one model, the four-door Mark. They stopped making the Continental, and they went on to the Mark VII. I don't know where they are now. But I tell you, it's one smooth ride. It's like a living room on wheels. There's a 351 Windsor. This is the Cornfield Road. It goes from West Ghent to Stuyvesant Falls. And the leaves are so pretty. That beautiful tender green leaf. The trooper stopped a car and said to the man, "You don't have a taillight." And the man gets out and he looks in the back and then he starts to cry and shiver and shake. And the trooper says, "It's not that bad. You just don't have a taillight." And the man says, "But where's my wife and trailer?" This is where I used to feed the bulls. 32 apples at a time, 10 bulls. And then the woman who owned them and tortures them and murders them and agonizes them and brutalizes them came and said I couldn't do that anymore. And even though she was wrong, there's nothing I could do. So I had to stop feeding them. What were we saying? Until your heart is so enlarged, you contemplate the happiness of every living being. Particularly, I want these cows and bulls to stop being brutalized. I want all people to stop all exploitation of animals. This man put an ad in the newspaper for a secretary. 3 days went by and there was a big heavy knock at the door and he opened the door and he looked up and here's a great big dog. "Are you answering the ad for secretary?" "Woof." "Well, can you take shorthand?" "Woof." "Well, can you type?" "Woof." "Well, can you take dictation?" "Woof." Well, the man says, "One more question. Are you bilingual?" And the dog says, "Woof, meow." There's a New York State trooper lives down here. In fact, 2 of them. They're married. Mr. Benzinger and Mrs. Benzinger. And then there's 3 other Benzingers on the New York State Trooper Force. I've sued quite a few New York troopers for violation of civil rights. So that's what you have to do. Spray it with starter fluid. So when we go to Walmart Saturday or whenever, get a lot of starter fluid. And I didn't have to take off the breather. That's amazing. My nephew John Erskine said I wouldn't. Look at that tree. Isn't it pretty? Oh, that tree is magnificent. Look at it. Oh, what a glory. For the joy of every hour, morning, noon, and sleep at night. Hill and vale and tree and flower, stars of light. No, sun and moon and stars of light. Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. 1 for the blue sky, 2 for the season, 3 for the friendly weather, 4 for great creations like cars, 5 for right use, 6 for happiness, 7 for laughter. 8. Isn't it interesting how people laugh? We tell them jokes all day long and watch them laugh. 8 for kitty cats who purr. 9 for dogs who wag their tails. 10 how things last if you take care of them. Well, camcorder, I can't hold on to you. I'm back in. So good luck. 12 for motion. 13 velocity final is equal to velocity initial plus AT squared. Average velocity is equal to distance over time. Force is equal to the mass times the acceleration. Now, wouldn't it be awful if one Lincoln hit the other Lincoln? I think we got it. I don't think we're going to hit the museum, are we? What do you think? There's the museum. Are we going to hit it? Almost. I'd get away from there if I were you. No. See if you can get it in the center of the mat. Oh, you're way, way over. Oh, you can open the door. Yeah, that's far away. Okay. Cut. Straighten up. You're at the end of the tarp. Go to the left. How long ago was it did you run this car? Last Wednesday. This is Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday. 6 days. Next time, just spray it. It's not going to start up unless you do spray it. The linkage is very good on this car. And on the 1993 linkage, the bolts wore out. And James Kuhn put Loctite on them, and now it shifts beautifully. Good performance, 1980 Lincoln. Beautiful. What a nice ride. Let me show you the interior here. See, this is the trip log. It tells you the miles per gallon. And if you slow down, it changes the miles per gallon. If you speed up, it miles per gallon gets better. You can put in how many miles you're going, and it will tell you the estimated time of arrival. The dashboard is all digital. Let's see how much gas there is. Ooh, that's good. Digital readout. Has 6 speakers of sound. The carpets are very, very thick, like 1.5 inches. Velvet upholstery. Unfortunately, I rescued a dog, and he tried to chew his way out of the car and ruined the magnificent headliner. The headliner was so nice. Two or three times the starter wouldn't stop. How about that? Starter would not stop. And it burned, it melted the positive terminal. Melted it. But James Kuhn said it didn't ruin the starter. And if you try to start it too hard, it'll do it again. The starter won't stop. The door of a Lincoln has so many electronics in it. 6-position seats. This is to move the mirror. Here, I'll move it down here, and you watch up there. You see how it moves the mirror around? Came with a tool kit, very elaborate tool kit. Had a tire gauge in it, it had a smock in it in case you had to do anything under the hood on the road and you wouldn't get your clean clothes dirty. It came with the most elaborate booster cables, which we still have. Came with wrenches and napkins. It was really elaborate. Came with a garage door opener. The trunk, the tire is covered with a beautiful carpet. The trunk is so big, folks, you can sit on the right side of it. I can sit on the left-hand side of it, and there could be a table in between us. We could sit and have tea. That's how big the trunk is. Even so, the car before it was 11 inches longer. How many miles a gallon? About 20. Okay, let's cover it up. For the joy of eye and ear, for the heart's and mind's delight, for the mystic harmony, linking sense to sound and sight. Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the joy of human love, brother, sister, parent, child, friends on earth and friends above, every word that's gentle and mild. Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. Yes, Mr. Cohen has 500 fireplaces and stoves, and every winter he goes to Florida to get warm. Will one of you help me put the cover back on?
What do you want to do? Put a cover on?
Yes, please.
What's this, antique?
It surely is. It's 32 years old. It's 300,000 miles.
Oh, is that the one Michael was talking about? What's it for sale?
No, it's not for sale.
Do you own it?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I bought it. I bought it in 1980.
Does it run?
Oh, did you just hear it? It runs beautiful.
How come you don't use it?
But I got that.
That's like Bob Cohen's old car.
Oh, he did have one?
Nah, taking the air. Too much money.
Well, they told you this one was 300,000.
Yeah, but that means it's ready to go.
What's that mean?
300,000 miles. That means it's time for work.
Time for work.
Right?
Hey, wait, Phil.
Wait, fell wrong side. Flip it back.
Second. Yeah, this comes this way. Thank you, I'm sorry. No, turn it. So you don't like them?
It's not that I don't like it, but it's money.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, you got two covers?
Oh, look at the work you're doing. Fine. That's very nice of you. Did you enjoy the show?
I always do.
Yeah.
Here's the,
How many years you been coming, huh?
30.
No.
Yeah. I know Bob 31 years.
Really? Yeah. How did you meet?
I think I went to a show and he was there and he said, "Oh, I'm a distributor up here," and that's where I met him.
Isn't he a millionaire?
Who, Bobby?
Million times?
Oh,
Yeah. He has 500 stoves, and he goes to Florida every winter to get warm.
Can't blame him. That's where I'd be if I were him.
Thank you, feller.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
So now what do we do? I think we should go into the museum, and I think we should label columns 11 to 20, rows 7, 6, 5, and 4 maybe. Let's go. May thy rich grace impart strength to our fainting heart. Our zeal inspire. Oh, hear us while we pray. Take all our guilt away. Oh, let us from this day be wholly thine. Praise ye the Lord. Let's see, where is number 11? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Right here. 9, 10, and 11. Okay. If it's empty, You put a blank label across it. You know, we threw out, I would say, 2,000 or 3,000 tapes. We don't have tape anymore. It's DVD. We don't even have DVD anymore. It's SD. Anyway, we threw out about 3,000. All of the 2-inch videotapes. When tape started out, it was 2 inches wide. Then we threw away the 1 inch, and then we threw away the 3/4 inch, and then we threw away the 8 millimeters. I'm telling you, take carton after carton. At least 20, 25, 30 cartons went out here and were dumped. So many of these cartons are empty. And we threw away, what came after 8 millimeter? Mini DV. We threw those all away. Everything though is on DVD. I'll be right back. I have to get the labels. So I started to tell you. Praise ye the Lord, the Almighty, the King of creation. Praise him, my soul, for he is thy strength and salvation. All ye who hear, to his temple draw near. Join us in glad adoration. Let's see if number 9 is the current file. No, number 10 isn't either. Number 8 is wood. Number 7 is not either. I don't know where the current file is. Okay. we put the labels? Here's some. So 11. That's empty. No. There's music in it. And a heating pad. This drawer has mothballs. Let's throw out a few mothballs. The mice did come here regardless.